Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Pop in your favorite crazy color contacts. Start by blocking in the canines of the teeth, which are the pointy fangs for the monkey, and then going all the way across the bridge of your nose, draw in a little more of a block-like shape for the other teeth, the incisors. I'm using one of my favorite products by WolfeFx in Hydrocolor White. I really enjoy it because it's very opaque and it fills in really nicely. Remember when drawing in the teeth towards the back that you overlap them a little bit? It'll give that sort of 3D effect. And when you fill in the ones from the bottom, make them a little bit closer together. Now this space where your mouth and your nose is at, that's gonna all be black later, and that'll give that illusion that his mouth is open. You're not gonna be able to see your other features, so it looks pretty cool in the end. Fill those out completely white. Once you're done doing that, go over where the gum line naturally occurs with a pink color. Now I have an old palette that I used when I first started painting by Snazaroo, and it has all kinds of different colors in it. So it still works pretty well for me and I use it occasionally. And it's nice when you need it for different colored pinks or reds or things like that you don't want to actually mix yourself. Don't forget to paint that pink about halfway up the teeth so that they look embedded in the gum. Also outline your bottom lip with that pink and the center of your lip with a darker pink. Then using a white, go back in towards the bottom lip again and blend that in using a little bit of water. We're trying to make this look like the tongue. Once it dries, take that same dark pink and saturate it in your brush. Go back over that middle part again to make the lines a little more prominent. Take a very fine tipped brush so you can do your outline work. I'm using the WolfeFx products again, this time in black, to do all the outlining. Now it doesn't have to be perfect in the middle because you are going to paint that out black again completely, but try to keep as close to the lines as possible towards the bottom where it hits the gums. Trace out the outside of his mouth and go all the way around. Go ahead and fill the rest of that in with black, and as for your bottom lip, only fill in the top half with black and use water to blend it out so we can kind of make it look like the tongue is sticking out a little bit. Using a pointy angle brush, I am dipping it in the Graftobian Cosmetics Jet Black Cake Eyeliner. It's like perfect for making those shadows in small areas and large areas. Go in the gum line as well and fill that out, just marking right under the teeth. Back to the WolfeFx products, I'm using a palette called Skinz that has several different colors in it that mimic the color of skin, and I found that it's really perfect for all kinds of different uses. After blocking out your basic skull shape, go back on the inside of your eyes. One side we're gonna have it look like the skull is actually coming out through the skin, so make one eye hole much bigger than the other. And the other one's just going to be a smaller circle around your eye. Fill that color all the way in except for the side that has the bigger eye socket. This is the one we're going to make the skull look like it's popping through. So fill that area in with white and the edges can look a little jaggedy. Now go back over with the fine brush and use the skin colored palette again and make one little strip going across the bone. That'll look like a little piece of hanging flesh later. Using that light pink, mark out all your skin flaps. Ugh, that sounds so gross. Hey, what are you doing? I'm marking out my skin flaps. Leave me alone. Jeez. Don't forget the area around the eye too. Those skin flaps. Come around to the other side and we're going to mark in a couple spots where we want that pink fleshy look and a few scars to pop through. To make it pop even more, go back in with that darker pink and just sort of reline everything that we've done. And then you can really see that fleshy, peeled back look start to come out. Use a small angle brush again in the Graftobian liner to mark out some shading, shadows, shadow shading, yeah. To create the angry monkey eyebrows, flick the brush upward in a half circle shape on both sides. Also make a couple lines going across the forehead for the wrinkles. Come back in and shade out those scars that we created earlier. Also, the rest of the cheekbone area. Now fill in the eye hole area with black, and using your fine brush, go in and draw almost an upside down V shape for the nose. Back to that Snazaroo palette, lay down a layer of brown, like a medium brown almost, and throw that all the way around your face and your neck area, stopping at a triangle point, partially down your throat. Once that dries, come over it with a bigger brush and stipple in the same color just right on top of the other one, and bring your brush strokes down over the skull area. It'll look like hair. I mean, if you already have your own, more power to you and you can skip this step. Take a bright red color and drag it along the outside of the hair that we created on the chest. We're gonna make a vest. So bring that line all the way down and a couple other lines on the outside where the vest stops. Fill that completely in with the red, and then your arms the same way that you made the hairs on the neck. Create longer strokes around the wrist to look like shaggy hair. Go back and outline the vest in black and use a thicker brush to put down some white right along those edges, and use some water to blend it out. It'll just kind of highlight the vest and make it look pretty. Alright, here is our final evil monkey with the symbols look. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. You can find me on Instagram at BangleQueen. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Oh my god, this is seriously like, I legit painted some lids gold in construction paper and taped them all over the place.
You're such a loser.
This is like one of the most ghetto things I've ever done. Oh, hi girl. You look good.